Today in this video we will discuss the compound interest. Now to start with compound interest, we should discuss some concepts. Now compound interest will give more interests than simple interest. Additional interest on interests are calculated for compound interest. Therefore, compound interest is always greater than simple interest. Only exception is that when the principal is deposited for 1 year only and interest compounded annually, then in 1 year compounded interest and simple interest will be equal. Besides this, all compound interest always will be greater than the simple interest. Now second point is that compound interest is calculated on the principal as well as on the simple interest that accrue for each year. Now suppose simple interest is calculated every year and interest on the principal as well as on that interest is calculated for the consideration of compound interest. A third point is that the three terms are used in the rate of interest, such as rate is equal to 10% per annum compounded annually or half yearly or quarterly. These three terms are not found in simple interest. In the simple interest, rate is specified as rate is equal to 10% per annum only. But in case of compound interest, these words are must: compounded annually, compounded half yearly or compounded quarterly. These terms are not written in the problem sums of the simple interest. Okay? Compound interest is calculated by different formula. See, Ci is equal to A minus P, where Ci is the compound interest. A is the amount. Which amount? Amount after a definite time period. Suppose it is after 2 years or after 4 years, after 3 years. That is the amount. And principal. P is the principal, the money invested at first, the beginning of the term. So Ci is equal to A minus P. Now A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, where A is the amount, P is the principal, R rate per annum compounded annually. What is the meaning of compounded annually? That means the interest will be calculated once in a year at the end of 1 year. Okay, and the n is the time in years. Suppose time is given in months, then that month is to be converted to year by dividing the months by 12. Suppose 9 months is given. 9 months. Now divided by 12, cancelling we get 3 by 4. This is the year. Is equal to 3 by 4 year. This way the time is to be calculated in years. Now again, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 2 by 100 into 2n, where rate per annum compounded half yearly. That means the interest will be calculated at the end of every 6 months. That is twice in a year. And that interest is again accrue interest. So rate of interest is to be calculated by this formula R by 2 by 100, and as because it is calculated twice in a year, So 2n is to be provided here at the power. So the formula becomes A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 2 R by 100 to the power 2n. Now the third formula becomes A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 4 by 100 to the power 4n, where rate per annum compounded quarterly. Quarterly means 3 months. In every 3 months, the interest is calculated. So, in a year, 4 times the interest is calculated. And so, as because it is 4 times, the rate, as because it is annual rate, so it is divided by 4, and as because the interest, this interest is calculated 4 times in a year, so it becomes 4n. So the formula comes A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 4 by 100 to the power 4n. Okay? Now, if A is calculated, P is given, R is given and N is given, so A is calculated. When we find the amount A, then subtracting the principal from the amount, we get the compound interest. That is A minus P is equal to compound interest. Okay?